Everyone, so I have been on an airplane and I did some reading, and I thought that I would share some of my favorite reading with you from the airplane. So here's another great article from Smart Business Columbus. They nailed 3 different articles this month, and I love this. This is tips from the top from Michael Fuhrer, and he co-founded Office Max and was CEO there for 16 years. So I love his article, and I'm going to do a lot of reading because I don't want to mess up some of his really great points. But he's like, don't run your business while looking through a rear view mirror, right? So I'm in a car, and you really can't see the rear view mirror, but you can see kind of probably behind me. There you go. So you could definitely be looking in your rear view mirror. But he's saying always focus on what you're doing, not where you've been. Okay, I love that. Focus on what you're doing, not where you've been. You know, when driving a car and concentrating on what's in the rearview mirror instead of looking ahead, it's a pretty good bet that you'll either run off the road, you'll damage something, or you'll hit somebody, or even worse. Reaching your destination, where you're wanting to go, ladies, requires constant scanning for obstacles of all sizes and shapes immediately ahead and in front of you, as well as potential dangers looming further on the horizon. This oversimplification is applicable to running any organization as well. Too many businesses spend an inordinate amount of time fixated on their past accomplishments. Like it or not, your customers and your team members are wondering, what have you done for me lately? They want to know, how do you plan to improve and how do you plan to service and support them? I don't know if some of you guys remember these names, but he's got several companies listed here. Blockbuster, right? They were the video rental chain. I know some of you remember them. E.F. Hutton and Company. They were one time the mega stock brokerage firm. The formal airline company, TWA. But none of these companies were particularly bad operators during their era, but most likely they were spending way too much time focusing on their press clippings, focusing on what they had achieved, rather than looking ahead for what was next on their journey, what was next in front of them, and keeping their promises to their customers about, always being innovative and curious and looking forward. It's not much different from the people that most of you knew from high school. You go to your high school reunion, right? And no matter how much time has passed, there's always those who want to talk about the good old days, right? And sometimes you even have the former prom king or queen, and sometimes they've put on a few pounds, or they've not kind of gone to reach their potential. They kind of stopped and they kind of looked in the rearview mirror in the past rather than looking for what's ahead of them and what's next. Instead, they stay busy, kind of just, not looking for what their potential is, I guess, is the way Cindy Monroe would put it. That's not the way it's written in the article here. But on the flip side, there are companies like Apple, and they asserted in December 2015 in their 60 Minutes segment that it was always going to focus on what it's doing, not where it's been. I love that. And that statement sums up why Apple has been so successful. They've been one of the world's largest and most successful organizations, and at the very time the company launches its latest and greatest gizmos, it's already working on an improved model, not only for the next year, but for the subsequent 24 months as well. Apple, however, is not bashful about celebrating its many past accomplishments, which provided the foundation for the company's continuous growth. Reminders of the legacy that Jobs had, and reminding of themselves of their great culture, their campus, it always serves as inspiration and a reminder for the creative thinking that has led them to their success. So, it is okay to celebrate your success. It's okay to celebrate the past. I'm not saying that, and I don't think that Michael is either. But do those for anniversaries, do those for milestones, and proudly reflect on those accomplishments while also leading the way to the future and leading the way for what you want next in your business. if you find yourself and your team too frequently referring back to what you did in the past instead of what you plan on doing now and in the future, it could be a sign that your company or that your business's best days are behind you. The primary purpose for looking through a company's rearview mirror is to ensure that your competitors aren't gaining on you, or if you think about someone's following you on a destination, then you want to make sure that you're not leaving them behind. So if you're a leader and you are leading your team, the other good use for the rearview mirror is you have people following you, and make sure that you're not out too far or that you're not swerving all over the place, distracted by all kinds of different things, and that those people can definitely see you in sight and you have them in your rearview mirror. So that was my extra add-on to that. So thanks, Michael, for sharing your great ideas, and glad you all watched them today with me. Have a good day.